Hello and welcome. What?
It's fine. You started laughing first.
Okay. Welcome to episode 11.
Oh,
11.
1-1, baby.
Maybe like that.
It does not.
11.
I want to tell you, it doesn't really make a difference because your fingers look the same.
Yeah. It's about spacing. I'm Tina.
And I'm Liz. And welcome back to Sisters Team. Woo! Who is feeling it? Are you okay? What you doing? Rock on. That's actually,
This one finger, look at like I can't.
you can't bend it?
It won't go. Look at. Did you see that? And
What?
then this one goes down. I have to hold it like that. But like then I can't put my thumb out.
Did you just figure
No,
this
I've
out?
known this. And then
Oh.
look at watch. It's you can't tell right now, but if it's
You don't have it down? You put your thumb on
oh
it.
now if I but then it looks a little off. You have to put your I have to put my it just doesn't want to stick. Can you do it? I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. This is not where this is meant to go, but
I'm gonna
yeah. Anyway,
back on to our track of the day.
This is supposed to be a serious conversation.
Serious conversation.
But no, yeah.
No, okay.
My bad.
We just
my bad.
welcome to
back.
Welcome back to the party.
Yeah, chit-chatting with us.
Chit-chatting with the gals, your sisters. The sisters that you never had or the sisters you wish you had. Or just extra sisters if your sisters are great.
Yep.
Anyways, today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. Ruminating. And as I said last night with our friends, I just think about stuff. You know? And this is something that I have been thinking about. And I feel like recently it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I wouldn't say necessarily it gets bigger and bigger.
Well, I think just
it's always
bigger in my head. I mean, bigger in my head. Does that make sense? Like I just get angrier about it because of the things that like recently have been going on to like prove my point even more. And the point is this.
Right.
I wish that the same amount of energy y'all put into canceling female artists, for example, Taylor Swift, right? She's a big one I feel like I can use. She's a billionaire, millionaire, yes. She does maybe not some great things sometimes, right? But everything that Taylor Swift does in compared to her counterparts of male artists, for example, Kanye, who is a literal Nazi, and you cannot tell me he's not. He made a song, Hail Hitler.
Right. Yeah, just because he's black
does not excuse him of any of this behavior.
Just like some sort of
free pass, right? And all the actual like terrible things, like even everything he's done to get to that point, and like I didn't mean it, I changed my mind. It's like no, the damage is already done. Yeah. And then also Chris Brown, who has repeatedly beat up women, don't forget it, but the energy is never sticking with them. They can do no wrong, and I'll see y'all listening to their music, going to their concerts, saying their music's the best. No,
buying their
stuff.
Like, how does Kanye still have that Yeezy?
Because people still think he's Kanye.
It's
right?
Like ridiculous.
And he's actually been an actual terrible person forever. And you could be like, Liz, he has a mental diagnosis. Yes, you're right. Yes. But just because you have a diagnosis and a mental health illness does not give you the free pass to be a shitty person.
Right.
And I just feel like, every single female artist, not every, okay, Nicki Minaj don't count.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Her husband
is a
pedophile.
Yeah.
I'm moving on. Yeah. But pretty much any female artist could like do one small thing and everyone's coming for them like you're a bad person, take it back, do better, we're gonna cancel you.
And some people, though, I will say it is valid.
Some things are, but there's nothing that's been on the grand scheme.
There's a big double standard.
Even let me bring up this Coachella. Let me take you back. Coachella, right? Sabrina Carpenter put on this beautiful Coachella-worthy performance, and so did Karol G. I don't know why I was gonna call her Becky G in my head. Sorry, Becky G, singing in the shower. wrong person.
Wow.
Karol G did a wonderful, beautiful performance too. And everybody was like, Justin Bieber, who sat on the stage, and you could be like, oh, he doesn't need all this show. I don't give a fuck. Because Justin Bieber sat on a stage and sang along to his songs to YouTube. And I don't care if he doesn't need the performance. It's not about that. It's about the fact that a man could do a mediocre performance time and time again and be praised as the best performance. When a woman puts in double the work, and if she didn't, you would all say it's a mediocre performance. And that's where my problem comes in. Okay? Women have to rebrand themselves, have to put on a full-blown show, have a whole story plot, and a man can go on stage in a t-shirt and sweatpants and sing a mumbled song, and we're calling him the best.
Right.
And that's just where my issue is, this double standard. And it's not just in celebrities, it's just celebrities is very easy for me to play it out, show it there. But why do we continuously let men and boys have this free pass to be mediocre, and when they do something wrong, we let it slide?
The patriarchy.
I know it's the patriarchy, but it pisses me off.
Yes, it does a lot of people.
And it's
a real problem.
It's a real problem.
Yeah, and I get it. There are different levels to it. Like, obviously, like the Justin Bieber thing, in comparison, like, yes, that happened. Yes, it's like, it is
That's
what it is.
That's not the worst thing, right?
It's like, he still did a good performance, but, like, when you're, like, thinking about it and people, like, praising, like, yes, he's Justin Bieber. But also, I've seen Justin Bieber put on a full-on show. Sure, he was younger, but, like, I've seen him. I get it. He started on YouTube. I was there. I was watching the YouTube. I understand that was part of his lore, but also, like, I've seen him do a dance number in a freaking boot for a broken foot. Yeah. So the man can do it.
And I get, like, he's getting through that past childhood stardom, which is fair,
understandable, healing.
But also, he could have done some effects.
He could have done a
I still just don't. I find it rude. I think, as a person, if I was paying to go to Coachella,
I wouldn't say, and I wasn't there, so I don't know. And maybe it was the best performance, but from the videos I saw, I wouldn't put his as number one. That's all I'm saying.
He did great. I'm not saying he didn't do great.
He's Justin Bieber.
He's Justin Bieber.
Obviously,
But I'm just saying, like, it's also like you pay to go to Coachella for the extravagant performances that are the headliners.
Right.
You're the headliner, babe. You're not just somebody there.
Yeah.
Headliner is the concert everybody's going to that night.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Your name is at the top. You should have the energy to be at the top.
Here's one. Riddle me this. So, Katy Perry. She's a woman, female artist, pop icon. Used to be, like, I mean, she's still super famous, but she's been getting canceled a lot in the last couple 5 years. And, like, she's been doing stuff,
but she's been doing things that.
But even on the level
not the same.
of that, she's getting hate and canceling. I feel like Kanye, who's literally producing Nazi propaganda and racism and, like, hate speech, she's getting more backlash.
She is.
She because she's a woman. She went to space, with Elon.
She went to space.
Sure, she's kind of, like, problematic these days,
But the thing is,
but
also,
at the same time,
let me riddle you this.
Yeah, I feel like he's worse.
This might sound conspiracy talk.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But if you listen to Katy Perry's music,
yeah,
right before she fell off, the song Chained to the Rhythm, listen to it.
Okay.
Listen to Chained to the Rhythm by Katy Perry, because she explicitly says, it's like, we're chained to the society, the people on top are going to continue to do this.
Yeah.
She basically called it out, and then something happened.
Yeah.
And this happens with a lot of celebrities. Yeah. And you can't, and I know I'm not trying to bring in things.
They sell out.
But
sell their soul.
I don't even know if it's that. I don't even know if it's that. Like, going to space was weird. It wasn't, I'm not, like, that was a weird thing. Like, they shipped them up in the air, and they were kind of like
No, she got so much hate for kissing the ground, and then for her tour, and, like, they kept all that stuff, and then she got a bunch of, like, a lot of hate, which, like, I get, respect. Yeah, it was do better, but at the same time, the amount of the hate, like,
that's what I'm saying. The level
she gets
that we put on people is not fair
in comparison to a woman,
like
abuser, aka Chris
Brown. Chris Brown continuously, like, we have proof of him beating up multiple different women in charges.
It's like, where's that energy? And he's not even like that good.
No, and then he does
Katy Perry's like better as like an artist.
Katy Perry has more iconic songs. Chris Brown, sure, Come For Me, whatever. Yeah. But like I could tell you a bunch of Katy Perry
to Chris
number
Brown
one songs
in like
after he beat up Rihanna. I'm telling you,
like I made up my mind.
Rihanna got hurt.
I never went back,
and I was not Team Chris Brown.
Yeah, never went back. It's that easy. It's that easy.
That easy to be a good person.
Like
and you know that's as Justin Bieber said, what's not clocking you that I'm standing on business.
Right. Respectfully,
he was right. What isn't clocking to y'all?
Yeah.
And that's it grinds my gears because then you see it. So it's at that top level. We're talking the extreme. Then you see it built in between everything else, right? Like I saw this thing is like it's like I don't have a brother, but I saw this thing that's like a lot of times when you see the sister and the brother compare each other, the daughter could be doing everything to its top tier. I saw this video and this girl was like, I got my master's degree, or she was a doctor and she did all this stuff, and my mom told me to tone it down because it made my brother, who's a college dropout, feel bad. That's not why is that her problem?
Right.
Why is that my problem that you're failing? Like that's his own personal thing.
Not to play like a devil's advocate with you, but unfortunately for a lot of these women and mothers that play into this patriarchal role, that is the shackles that have, chained them to the patriarchy and probably to that upbringing and that, like the male superiority complex. And like, I get sometimes it's like a cultural thing as well, but it's embedded
in it. And that's what I'm saying. It's embedded in a lot of things, right? It's frustrating. My best friend, Sarah, is an engineer, and she's constantly Sarah is constantly frustrated because in the field she's in is so many men, and they're just so
dumb,
ignorant.
Oh yeah,
it's like she has her master's degree. She's an engineer. She is so smart, and she works so hard to be there, and she's a smart, intelligent woman. Love you, Sarah, if you're watching this.
Yeah,
and it's just like in that field because it's so male centered. It's like
no, yeah,
frustrating,
100%.
And it's even like, and then hear me this. This is gonna right. Cooking. Women were meant to cook. It's fine. I'm not talking about but we're supposed to cook at home. We're supposed to cook for our family. But if you look at the stereotype, but if you look at when you think of the renowned chefs or being the top chefs, it's a man's field.
It's a man's field.
You flip. So it's like, if any way to be the best, or like the thing that we recognize as being the best,
not to
like, way.
But like even like Julia Child, like
exactly.
a renowned chef and in her field, and when she went to training to become a chef and like change, and this was like decades ago, and change the world of cooking, like people were shocked because she was the only woman in a lot of times in her field.
That's what I'm saying.
And the only one learning, and like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Women stereotypically are always the ones that are supposed
We're meant to be cooking in
cook.
the kitchen.
It's like, how does that work?
What's that level out, right? That's what I'm saying. What's that about, right? What is that about?
Double standard.
The double standard. Or even in our medical field. Let me tell you this. The women, it used to be male nurses. The men were always in charge of everything, right? And then war. And they were like, we need more. So they brought the women in. And the women are only accepted to be in the field at the nurse level.
Right.
They're not seen to be anything beyond that.
Yeah.
So now nursing is seen as a woman's job. And being a doctor is seen as a male job. It's definitely shifted now.
Yes.
But
thank God.
Even then, it's like, what the heck is that about too? You know what I mean? It's everywhere. And don't even get me started on the amount of research that is gone into erectile dysfunction. It's 5 times more than any women's health is searched into. 5 times more on erectile dysfunction. You heard that clear from me. Than there is on women's health in general.
That's crazy. Crazy.
I read a book, and the 2 things that were basically, and it still stands to this day, if you went to the doctor as a woman, is you were hysterical.
Yeah.
Straight up. And the main things for being hysterical is 1, you were using self-pleasure too much, or So it was either you were using too much, or you weren't having enough, and you need to get married and have a husband so he could have sex with you to keep you in line.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy? Or it was just hysteria?
Interesting.
And they sent you on a seaside vacation. But that was like the main answers.
Huh. That's kind of
It wasn't like anything like, oh,
yeah, because they didn't
something's
know anything.
wrong. But even when they explored into it, that's still, but you can still learn it. All the medical textbooks actually, when it comes to, especially like our menstrual cycle and like,
well, there's no
anything like that, that's why no people get diagnosed, because they're like, even women doctors, they're taught that it's just in your head. Yeah. It's just in your head. Yeah. You're fine. You're being dramatic. Yeah. You get over it. Yeah. Or you need to lose weight.
Well, it's because that's all the information they have, because they don't
they haven't studied
it. And also because, again, the patriarchal system is set up that way, so that's what people are taught, and that's what is passed
down.
And
they're starting to go back.
There's a lady
and redo it.
that I see on TikTok a lot, and she talks on, I think, a podcast, and she's a doctor, and she talks about her earlier years as like a resident and everything, because she's changed so much about
I wonder
her
if it was a lady who I read the book on. Do you know what her name was?
I don't.
Because even the one I read the book on, she was like, at first she would like fall into what the book taught her, and then she realized just how wrong it was.
She anyways, she was. I thought they were throwing stuff. They are. What are they throwing?
I think rocks. It's fine.
Anyways, the lady was talking about how when she was a resident and stuff, like they would tell her like, oh yeah, this person, you know, what's in their head, or this person is blah blah blah, and like about these women patients and everything. And so there was always this preconceived notion ideology.
That's what the book
talked about. And she was like, and I just, you know, went with it because that's what I was told, and that's what like we knew. And even for some time she would like think it was weird, but she just had to go with it because
she was also lowered down. It was the field. That's what the book says, right? Yeah, that's what she was talking. Maybe the same person, maybe. But in the book, she was talking about like this woman would come in the ER, like emergency room, multiple times with like these symptoms, right? She was overworked. She was staying home. She was a mom. She was tired, and like she kept coming in for like something was wrong, right? And they kept pushing her to like the back or like the ER, like everybody else is more patient. And unfortunately, it actually led into her death because she was having like a serious, like a blood, something was wrong actually. And it ended up, and she kept going, and like she had the symptoms leading up to it, but they ignored it because they just thought she was playing it off. Like she was sick, and you know, they were like, oh, it's just this, it's just that, you're not, it's in your head, you're fine. But she ended up dying. And that's like, she was like, and that was one of the times when I was like, it really changes that mind, because people just, you know.
Recently, did you see the headline? The woman that just recently died at a hospital ER waiting room because she kept being like, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And they kept being like, oh, you're fine, and they wouldn't believe her. They gave her oxygen, except for it wasn't actually hooked up to anything. They just gave her an oxygen mask. She ended up dying in the waiting room, and they could have just gave her an actual oxygen mask, but they didn't like think it was a priority.
Exactly what I'm saying. And it's like, still very prominent.
Even if it was like a fake, like maybe she was making it all up. Maybe she was. But also,
what could hurt you with doing that, right? Why not just do it?
They gave her the mask. Why couldn't they have actually just gave her the, you know?
Because there's also the line of like
symptom. I get it.
The empathy in the world is also gotten down, and they're exhausted. They're worked a lot
to deal with.
And I'm not saying it isn't, but it's also those preconceptions come into play.
Preconceived notions?
I can't talk
you just said
today.
Preconception.
My bad.
That's like
pre-consumerism.
Yeah. What does that mean?
My bad.
Pre-consumption?
I need more coffee.
Is that like
yes? I don't know.
Before you?
I don't know.
Is that a word?
I made it.
A pre-consumption. So before you eat,
before you consume a context of information.
I think it's food. But yeah, okay.
You can make it whatever you want. I made it up.
Is what you're
That's what I'm trying to talk about.
She combined.
My bad, you guys.
Words.
My brain's thinking a lot. This happens to me occasionally. Preconceived notions are often in the way, but it's also, you look down to it, it's in our system.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
The patriarchy.
Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Stop talking. But no, you know what? on the notion of the patriarchy.
The Lorax would never do this to me.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Go watch the Lorax. No, actually, go watch the Lorax, the musical version.
Yes.
You guys.
Oh my god, so
nobody
good.
understands.
I understand.
She understands.
I hear people understand. I think.
But you are me, okay? That's not the point. But you know what? If you have something to do today,
Zac
don't do
Efron, Taylor Swift, Danny DeVito.
You know what's crazy?
Such a good movie.
Is Taylor Swift doesn't sing in that movie.
Yeah, that is weird.
Betty White.
Betty White.
R.I.P. is in that movie. But go watch it.
What's the one slur? You know?
His name's Ed something. I saw it because I was listening to the album recently.
And they may tell you, oh, it's a children's movie, it's a kid movie, it's for kids, that's a cartoon. No. It's for everyone. It's a great movie.
Watch it. Have your kids watch it. Have your mother watch it. Have your brother watch it.
It's got musical numbers. It's got a great story. It's funny. It's interesting. It's where we're going as a society.
We're already there.
No. We're not already there. But we're going there. We will be. Someone's going to sell it here soon. I'm sure about it. You ain't selling, no.
Like I said, if I tried. Moving on. I was going somewhere and you took us on a side note. You took us on a side note. I love the Lorax.
My bad.
But back to what I was saying. In notions of the patriarchy. So there's the patriarchy and then we have feminism. And, you know, I know people think a lot of times this new wave that we're in of feminism isn't really needed. Right? I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Because every time, I don't know if you've seen those videos where it's like those people like the one person against all these other people, or like this side, that side. And every time I watch those videos, I can't help but laugh because
some of them are interesting.
No, I laugh because
like the women. Asian? Like that one's kind of fun. I'm sorry. You're talking specifically about
the let me speak?
You're speaking so much, you're rambling.
No, because it's funny because these women will go on there and say, I don't think women should vote. I don't think women should be in charge of this.
Because they're so brainwashed.
But the thing is they're talking and they're like, I'm going to go present on why I don't think this is. But it's like, babe, if you didn't have feminism, you wouldn't be standing here talking to me.
Yeah, but they don't care about that.
And it disheartens me that people think that men are so much more superior. When
it's
honestly,
they're so brainwashed.
Honestly, men are not. If anything, we're equal. Yeah, I'll give you that. But sometimes I don't know.
It's just because they're so brainwashed and manipulated into these ideologies, and they have these concepts in their mind. They don't even realize because they can't. They don't even know.
It's the critical thinking. It's not thinking.
I don't even know if it's that. They're literally just so locked in their ways.
It's so disappointing.
They don't even realize that they can free themselves from this mindset.
Right? It's just disappointing because why would you also want to be with someone who doesn't even see you as anything more than a thing they own?
Well, because some people are just taught that way.
I know,
they don't know anything else.
I know, and it's so disheartening.
Else, it's really, and
I read a book about this on a woman in a religious cult.
Yeah.
And she was like, But the thing with her, though, and she is out now, but she always was a little bit questioning of it.
And some people are.
And I think that, but she didn't start as a child as it. She got into it more as a teenager. She went to the church and they got her into it. And I'm not saying this is all churches, it's not, but this was just church and the story. That group, that group. And even she was like, I don't know about this. Yeah. And that's how she is now freed from it.
But some
people really don't know.
Raised that way.
Yeah, I know.
And they have these ideologies and they don't know anything else. So when they think about feminism, just like woke culture as this like negative, because that's what they're being
and
pushed
the craziest
into,
part,
and that's what people say
exactly
to them,
And even the craziest part is when you show them the facts, right? It's like those facts aren't real. I'm so sick and tired of fake news. That just exhausts me. You know what I mean? It's like there's actual research, there's backing is known as long as we can be, and it's like, wow. And it's also I think a part that's also we've gotten to a point where it's so exhausting to even have the proper backing of an argument or a discussion, and it can't even be a discussion anymore because it's almost like we're so polarized, which is probably how, in the grand scheme, somebody wants it to be that way because we're fighting each other, we're not going to fight them. And I know we're like, but it's it's so disheartening to me when I see other women.
But
like, it doesn't surprise me with men, but it's just the women that it's not even a surprise, I would say. It just really breaks my heart. You know, I feel bad because they're stuck in that system, and I could do anything I could do to like try to convince them otherwise.
Some people want to be, though.
And some people, I guess, they want to be there.
So don't,
but do they want to be there?
Yes.
Or is that just what they think they want?
No, some people are just not. I don't know.
But that's what they're taught, so how would they know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're like you said, if you're raised in that and that's what you're taught, how would you know?
Right.
How do you know what you don't want?
Yeah.
I really, you're gonna really tell me that?
I don't know.
This is a TikTok. I saw this girl.
I think maybe some people are just so locked into it.
So, and sometimes it's like you're almost too far gone.
Yeah.
And I think I have to. That's the credit there too. It's like, wow, how do you even
like? I think about
dig yourself back out.
Think about, but this one is a really interesting example. But like, like the Duggar family.
I was just thinking in my head the Duggar family.
I was just thinking about them because like the mom was so deeply embedded into that system. I don't think even if she could have been reformed, you know what I mean? The daughters have been, right? And good for them because they were the ones, raising the kids and doing that life, not of their own accord. They were just thrown into it at birth, but a lot of them have been reformed. The sons, a lot of them, not so good,
not so hot.
Dude. But like that's an interesting case study.
What's actually crazy about that is I just recently the book, the How to Train a Child, the book that the Duggars like, and a bunch of those. It's a really big selling book. It's but it's like those same like those ideals. It's actually still a big seller. It's a terrible book.
Oh God,
don't follow that. Because first of all, How to Train a Child, that as the sentence, the cover or the name of the book is already
interesting
enough. But I saw TikTok. I didn't finish watching it. My bad. But like, it's still like I just was upset, and that's crazy to me, though too. It's so interesting when you go and think about it all. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because a lot of it's all connected.
It is all connected. It's all connected. And at the end of the day, everything is connected somehow. Remember? It's just like you think back, you're going in one way, and it's like, oh, but that's connected to that.
Yeah.
Because as big as the world is, it's a lot of the same small ideals.
Yeah.
Not small, big ideals, but you know what I mean? They're all connected.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Crazy.
Is it crazy?
It's crazy because, not that like, oh, these are like new things. It's crazy that this is still the thing.
Yeah. It's like, it's like
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just crazy that this is like where the world has been here for so long, and it's like
situational because it's constantly
we're
going
in
up
the
and down.
circle of it going around
like
and
progress
around.
has been made continuously, but then it's like
we're also going backwards at the same time.
It's always just never enough.
We're also just still fighting the same
same battles.
We're fighting back and forth over the same things.
Yeah, for decades and decades.
And it is crazy.
Story is old as time, literally. It's
It's exhausting.
What's that about?
It's exhausting.
He's vacuuming.
But, it's like, it's so hard because feminism itself, and then against the patriarchy, and then just like, it's like, that's one battle, but that battle's also connected with something else. And
It is.
And it's so, I think the issue is it's so embedded.
Yes, we've said this, yes.
And that's just painful. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's like when you just start thinking about it, it's just like, damn.
Yeah, but that's why, you just gotta keep
on stepping.
Working towards.
This isn't to make you feel unhopeful. Because let me share some hopeful things.
Well, it's not even that. It's just you just gotta keep working towards
that progress,
your ideologies,
those goals,
and the progress and the goals. and just like, keeping people informed and staying on track with what's right to you.
And staying informed, keeping track of stuff is also making sure you're keeping yourself in a spot where you're
advocate for people.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Keep studying those things. Yeah. Read books. I stand by that.
See people's point of views. See,
have conversations.
How people think and what people are saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think explore.
It's the only way we'll be able to make any progress.
Yeah. I think being open to discussion, looking into things, educating yourself on things. Self-education is very important. Critically thinking about things, but not to the point where you're like everything's a conspiracy theory.
Right.
Because
although
I'm not going to say
a lot of conspiracy
I'm going to say there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
And you know what? A lot of them are true. And I feel like
just the way that I was like,
always
not everything. You're like a lot.
People are crazy, but for decades and decades and decades, people are like, aliens are real. I've seen aliens, and maybe some of those people were tripping out, and maybe some of them aren't real. But they have since proved that aliens are real multiple times now. So look at that. That was a conspiracy theory.
Can I say something?
Whatever. That was true.
I think
the other one, I don't want to talk about it, but you all know it, and people were like, oh, they're taking kids, they're doing this stuff with the kids, and then it's worse than we ever could have imagined, but people were like, oh, it's a conspiracy. The files. And then some, and it turns out it was real, and it is horrific, and you know what? They want you to think, oh, it's all not real, but I think a lot of these things are real. Now, maybe lizard people aren't real, but here's my thing. Maybe lizard people are real, and it's just a combination of multiple different conspiracy theories. Maybe the lizard people are actually just aliens. Maybe the lizard people are actually just the tunnel people. Maybe they're the elites, and it's like everything combined, and it got like branched off somehow, I don't know. Some things I don't want to like be like, oh, don't trust, but like maybe there's more truth to these things than we think, because a few of them have been confirmed. I'm just saying.
Can I say?
Yeah.
On the first notion of aliens, I'm gonna be honest. I think a lot of people don't actually like the conspiracy of aliens. I think we all just believe they were real, but no one wanted to say it until we had like.
A lot of people do not believe in aliens. A lot of people still don't.
A lot of people don't believe in global.
Exactly.
Warming.
People say that's a conspiracy theory, which is very not true.
I'm not bringing it up. But I think, I think with the three things you brought up, aliens, that one, I think it was also the game, the wonder of it. That one's, I feel like, a different conspiracy level of the files.
No, it's
not.
I
feel like there's different categories of conspiracies.
Listen. The alien thing, people for decades were like, the governments are hiding aliens. We've seen them. There's other life forms. Area 51. They finally confirmed it. They were like, on some random day.
They confirmed it in the middle of the global pandemic.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? People for decades. I know.
I agree. I'm just saying.
What do you think?
There's a lot of conspiracy theories that, yes, they're not even conspiracy theories.
Right.
They're just made to be conspiracy theories because they don't want you to believe what you don't see.
Right, exactly.
They want to hide the truth
exactly
right in front of your face.
Right.
Moving on. Because I don't know where we were before this.
I don't know.
I don't even know what I was saying. You kind of went a little rogue, and I loved it. I loved it. It was hilarious. It was great.
It's fun.
All I'm saying is...
Who knows what you're saying?
What is the line?
I don't know.
Would my government do that? Yes. They might.
Okay. That's not. I don't think that's correct.
Back to we're bringing it back to the patriarchy of feminism. And like I said, this isn't to make you not feel hopeful and get angry. Actually, be angry, because anger is the way that you're gonna get that fuel. Really. But anger will fuel you to work against it. You know what I'm saying?
It can. Yeah.
I mean, you could use joy to work against it too.
Use the joy.
Want. That's what I'm saying. Do that. I lost my train of thought.
Unfortunately, the thing about it is anger is good. Yes, we need to be.
But don't let the anger blind you.
Yes, angry.
Don't be like Gale in the Hunger Games.
But also, yeah, don't let the anger blind you, and also don't let the anger, because people aren't going to listen to you or respect you or care what you're saying, and they're just gonna chalk it up to you being angry and letting your emotions control you.
They're gonna say if you're a woman, oh, you're just emotional. You're in hysteria.
You know,
bringing it back to there.
Okay.
Hysterical. And you know what? Let me just say something right here.
You need to have
You know what?
Control.
When they realized, let me tell you something. This is back to my book. When they realized that when women are on their menstrual cycle, their period, when they realized that the hormones they were feeling were the exact same as men's, they said, "Oh, wait, that's not hysteria. Our bad."
Yeah.
Because they were like, if we're labeling what we have as men's as hysteria, then maybe something's wrong with us too.
Right.
So the only reason they actually stopped themselves from labeling it everything as that is because they realized that women and men have hormones that are also the same in each other. And that's the only reason they actually put more research into that, is because men have something in similar with it. And a lot of the research that we have on women is because the men wanted to be the first ones to figure it out. And you know what? Those poor women that were used as experiments, may they rest in peace, and may they be known for what they had to give up because a man was curious and wanted to be the best. That just came up to me right then and there. And Tina agrees. So
True. Yeah.
Use the joy.
Do whatever you want, really.
Do whatever you want. Be angry, be happy, be sad, but don't let it consume you.
Sure.
Because if it, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, find a balance. Find a balance. You know what I mean? Because if you let it get too much, it's not. If you let it get too much, you're not gonna be able to help anybody else, because you're gonna be stuck in the state of that like overwhelm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, find a balance. Learn when to not let it consume you, because that's how you get through. That's how we can stay stronger in our communities. That's how we can look for the hopeful, because there is the hope in it all still, right?
Yeah.
There's still those good things that happen.
Yeah.
We still have goodness. We still have kindness.
Yeah.
And we have people that are also bringing in new research, new things that are helping in our healthcare, in our world. So I'm just saying, like, yes, it's angry and it's on my mind. I'm angry about it. But I also know, even the book I read about it is like, she's like, here I am as a woman doctor, and how I changed what I learned in that. So there is
people do
good
it all
things,
the time.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, people.
And there's things you can do.
There's aspects for it, and just like reforming yourself.
I saw
realizing things. Yeah.
I saw this lady. She said, for her wedding, she's like, small things I'm doing that are like being a feminist, and she's like, and putting my name first on everything for the wedding. So like Elizabeth and whatever her husband's name was second.
Yeah.
So like, because usually you put the husband's names first and the wife's name second.
I usually see the women's name first.
But that's now. But I'm saying originally, like, you know, when they get announced, they're like Mr. and Mrs. John's something. But now people are like, they're not even doing that. And they're making you say both names. So like, she's like, I'm not letting that be the thing.
I see what you're saying.
Because so we're at that time though. Booker Song of the Week.
Go for it. You got one.
You got nothing?
No, you go first.
I have a book. Smoke and Scar. It's the first of a trilogy.
Are they all out?
The first two are. The third one's coming out at the end of this year. So it's not far. The first two are out though, so you can read it and then have a little space in between. I just finished the first one, and in this one, I really like it. Is the morally gray Faye is the woman.
Okay.
And the man
yes
is the little cinnamon roll golden retriever human.
Okay.
So it's a twist, right? And he's a knight and she's a fae, and they go into these trials, and you know, they're kind of like, Loki.
What's the trials lately?
I don't know. Trials are bigger now, and I keep saying I don't want to read about it, and here I am.
Didn't you want to not read about trials? And yeah, here you are.
Because a lot of the books I want to read are really big right now.
It is what it is. C'est la vie.
C'est la vie, right? But it's really good. He's trying to like be like the knight is like, oh, I'm strong and this, but he's like, at the end of the day, even when he's trying to be all like grumpy, he's like literally just like a cinnamon roll, and I love him.
I love that. Yeah.
And she is like so many layers to her. She's going for grief. You're also looking at a bunch of different grief at different characters that happened in the past.
Okay.
I don't want to give it too much away.
Yeah.
Well, they say in the description, the woman, her fae lover dies, and she's going through a grieving period, right?
Damn.
And she goes into these trials for somebody else, and the knight's going in, and there's all these people fighting. The ending is a plot twist. That's good. It's also like, I wouldn't say enemies to lovers. Like, they just don't like each other at first, which is kind of how it is. But
not
like,
necessarily enemies,
but definitely like they feel like that weird, like they're like But I wouldn't say enemies. Just like a little bit of like unsureness. But then they are forced to work together in the trials. And it kind of ends kind of at a weird spot where you're like, you two love each other, just say it. But they're like, no, the trials are done. And classic. But it's really good. I have to read book 2, but I might wait a little bit more before book 3, so I have a little bit more memory of them all. You know, space it out till it comes out. But it's really good. Recommend it. You got anything for us?
Yeah, I don't have a book.
That's okay.
But I have a song.
I'm excited. Which one is it?
2 songs. Ooh. One is to pull them up. One is Freaking Out.
Ooh.
Dexter and the Moonrocks. It's very good. And then the other one is Coconut Water by Trim. Both very good. Both very different.
That's okay.
Very different vibes.
You like a variety.
So, yeah, I've been listening to those a lot this week.
Bob. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that concludes our rant on the patriarchy and feminism, and some conspiracy theories thrown in too.
Always.
Hope you all have
question everything.
Okay, yeah. Hope you all have a great day, great week, and share this with your friends, share it with your brother, share it with your mom, share it with your coworker's dad. That's interesting. Weird. It's just the first thing.
I don't know about that one. Yeah. Okay.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.